With the wide range of food products available in supermarkets, today's European consumer may savor an impressive variety of foods from around the world. As a result of this diversity, food producers on the market have to win over consumers who are being enticed from all angles. In addition to the usual selling points, for some time now brands have been making nutritional or health claims with the dual aim of informing consumers about the beneficial qualities of their products and luring them into buying. This means that the messages on packaging must be credible to the consumer.
When I buy food, I sometimes read the claims and sometimes don't. I don't know how reliable the information is. I often find it difficult to understand the meaning of all the information on packaging. Honestly, I'm a bit lost.
In certain cases, there is a striking lack of transparency in these claims.
Claims shouldn't be downright misleading, but many of them are in a way, and particularly when you take cereals as an example. There are many other examples, but cereals some have less than 10% sugar, others have more than 40% sugar, and yet at the moment you see the same health claims made for them. They have fibre, they can be good for you in this way and that way, and so on and so forth. So consumers are confused. They don't know how to choose the cereal which contains the less sugar, which is more likely to be the healthy choice for them.
Against this backdrop, on the 1st of July 2007, the European Commission introduced a new regulation, establishing a framework for nutritional and health claims made for food products.
Before this regulation, there was no legislation at European level which fixed the rules for all these messages regarding nutrition and regarding health which you find on the food packages. So this was regulated by some member states at national level, but in some member states, in many, there was no rules. So clearly, for the consumer, it was a difficult situation, and also for food industry, because food industry prefer to have rules in order to compete on the European level.
In order for a nutritional claim to be approved, the product for which it is made must comply with a clearly defined profile. For example, if a product claims to be fat-free, it must contain less than 0.5 grams of fat per 100 grams or 100 milliliters. If the claim is health-related, for example, calcium is good for your bones, the product must not only comply with a specific nutritional profile, but the claim must also be scientifically proven. In this case, the scientific findings substantiating the claim must be submitted to the European Food Safety Authority.
So the European Food Safety Authority is providing independent scientific advice to the European Commission, to the 27 member states, and to the European Parliament on food and feed safety, on animal health and welfare, on plant health and nutrition.
The procedure for the approval of a claim is divided into several steps.
The procedure for a food manufacturer to have a new health claim approved is that they will first have to compile a dossier of scientific evidence to support the health claim. They will submit the dossier to the authorities in one of the member states of the European Union, who will then send it on to the European Food Safety Authority. The European Food Safety Authority will then carry out an independent scientific evaluation of the evidence in the dossier, and they will send their advice to the European Commission. Then the Commission, together with the Member States, will take a decision on whether or not that health claim is approved.
So it is important to know that the regulation applies on the 1st of July, but all existing claims and existing products can stay on the market and will benefit of a transitional period. And this is to avoid disruption, of the market. And only after a certain period, which is in average 3 years, we will have an harmonization of all claims for all products.
For consumers and nutrition professionals, this clarification and, above all, these regulations are extremely important.
This legislative framework will favour dialogue between professionals and consumers, because we will be more informed and therefore more persuasive and able to communicate more easily with our patients, consumers who are directly involved in all of this. As a nutrition expert, I feel that this European legislation was absolutely necessary in order to clarify things, to give science its rightful place and allow the consumer to benefit from scientific progress in this area. I hope that the implementation of this legislation will go hand in hand with the introduction of sensible nutritional advice in all European Union countries, and that it will lead to a certain consensus in the area of nutrition. The consumer will no longer be left bewildered by hundreds of products and hundreds of claims, but will be guided by a common European thread.
Food manufacturers, the #1 target of the regulations, seem to be reacting positively to the new European legislation.
We are very pleased with the new legislation because it will bring harmonization within Europe for the regulation on health claims. Right now that is a very varied system throughout Europe. We're very with the harmonization.
To comply with the food standards imposed by the regulations, producers must first substantiate their claims.
We have our own claim substantiation committee, and that committee is meeting regularly to review the substantiation, the scientific substantiation for any nutrition and health claim that we want to make. And only if we are satisfied ourselves, then we will go external to the health authorities of the country or the countries where we want to bring the products with the claims to the market.
The different stakeholders concerned by the rules on nutritional and health claims therefore work in close collaboration to ensure the quality and conformity of products offered to consumers.
Prima dell'introduzione del regolamento europeo, in effetti,
before the implementation of European regulations, I was rather sceptical about the claims made by products. Now that I know that legislation exists for both consumers and producers, I think I will trust these claims because I am aware that everything written on product packaging will be verified and verifiable.
Tutto quello che sarà scritto sulle etichette potrà essere verificato e verificabile.
Since the 1st of July 2007, supermarkets no longer sell products with statements on their packaging such as 99% fat-free, lose 5 kilos in 1 week, or recommended by Dr. So-and-so. For European consumers, the rules on nutritional and health claims represent a guarantee of quality and ensure that the claims made by these products are scientifically substantiated.